Good day, class. In this video, we will talk about air or gas compressors. So let's define first, ano ba tong compressor? Compressors are machines designed to deliver gas at a higher pressure than that originally existing. So for example, from atmospheric pressure of 14.7 psi, using compressor, you can increase the pressure up to, let's say, 20 psi absolute. So ano ba ang working principle ng compressor? So first, may mga compressor tayo na they trap quantities of gas. So ini-enclose yung gas or air. Then it reduce the volume. Syempre from thermodynamics, pag ni-reduce mo yung volume, yung pressure ng gas will increase. After increasing the pressure, that gas will be pushed out of the enclosure or delivered into a tank. So, yun yung unang method or working principle. So, may mga compressor naman na same sa number 1, they trap in some type of enclosure. Then, they carry it without volume change. And so, then, after carrying it without volume change, they compress it by overcoming backflow from the discharge system. So, pushing the compressed gas out of the enclosure. So, itong mga type ng compressor na to, ito yung mga lobe type or rotary. So, mamaya pag-uusapan natin yun. So, we have third working principle. So, compress the gas by the mechanical action of rotating impellers or bladed rotor. So, parang kagaya ng fans. So, it imparts velocity and pressure to the flowing gas or air. Additional velocity energy in the gas is converted to pressure in an adjacent stationary diffuser or blade. So, di ba sa Bernoulli's principle, it involves velocity and static pressure. So, dito sa number 3, kino-convert niyo yung velocity to pressure. Sa number 4, entrain the gas in a high velocity jet of another compatible gas and convert the high velocity of the mixture into pressure via a diffuser. So, same lang sa number 3. Pero dito, gumagamit ng another gas. So, let's move on with different types of compressor. So, mayroon tayong dalawang general type ng compressor. So, these are positive displacement and dynamic. So, ang pinagkaiba lang naman class ng positive displacement is, for positive displacement, mechanically changing the volume of the working fluid. So, you reduce the volume to increase the pressure. For dynamic, mechanically changing the velocity of the working fluid. So, pag tinaasan mo yung velocity ng fluid, eventually, you can convert this into pressure. So, these are the subtypes. So, under positive displacement, we have rotary and reciprocating. So, itong reciprocating, ito yung piston cylinder. So, for rotary, we have sliding vane, liquid piston, straight lobe, and helical lobe. For the second type, continuous flow, di natin pag-uusapan tong ejector. So, proceed tayo sa dynamic. So, under dynamic, we have centrifugal and axial flow. So, itong mixed flow, pinagsamang centrifugal and axial flow. Normally, pag mixed flow, ang unang impeller ay centrifugal, then followed by axial flow to smoothen the flow of air. or gas. Sige, isa-isayin natin yung compressor types. Una, we have reciprocating. So, reciprocating meaning back and forth motion of a piston. Ayan, so nakakabit siya sa crank rotational motion, then converted into reciprocating motion. So, reciprocating compressors are positive displacement machines in which the compressing and displacing element is a piston, having a reciprocating motion within a cylinder. So, dito, yan. So, pag bumaba yung piston, expansion, 3 to 4, then, pag doon na siya sa bottom dead center, mag-open yung intake valve to allow inlet of air or gas. Then after that, 4 to 1, magkakaroon ng compressor 1 to 2. So tataas yung piston, mako-compress yung air or gas. Then mag-open yung discharge valve. So that's process 2 to 3. And so that's for reciprocating compressor. Next, we have this rotary type compressor, which is the sliding vane. So sliding vane compressors are rotary positive displacement compressor. So under pa siya ng positive displacements. So ano ba yung design niya? A slatted cylinder is fitted with non-metallic vanes. So ito yung cylinder. Ayan, nakakabit siya dun sa tube pero at eccentric. So hindi siya sa center ng tube. Ayan, dito sa gilid. Then meron siyang mga slatted cylinder. Ito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ayan. Then, meron siyang non-metallic vanes itong kulay black na to. So, nag-slide siya back and forth dun sa slatted cylinder. So, pag umikot tong cylinder na to, dito sa part na to, mayroon siyang space. So, may spring dito sa loob, ipupush niya yung vane palabas. Ayan. Then, habang iikot siya clockwise, mako-compress siya dito sa may part ng discharge. So, yan. Papalit yung space. So, ito. As the slatted cylinder is turned, the vanes slide along the inner wall of the tube. So, yung vanes nag-slide yan dyan. Forming regions of changing volume. So, ma-observe nyo dito sa intake. Ayan. Papalaki yung volume niya. Then, pagdating dito, papaliit siya. Then, dun sa pinakamalit na volume, andun yung discharge. So, na-compress mo yung air by reducing the volume. Also, meron din tinatawag na liquid ring. So, kaya siya tinawag na liquid ring kasi meron siyang liquid fluid dito sa gilid. So, ito yung tube mo. Due to centrifugal force, syempre yung fluid, dun siya sa gilid. Ayan. So, dapat compatible liquid yan. Then, because of the centrifugal force, ito na nga, in the shape of the internal cavity, the liquid forms an eccentric shape. So, ito yung eccentric shape. Yan. Para siyang crescent. Producing regions of changing volume. So, same lang sa principle ni sliding vane. So, makikita nyo dito, meron siyang changing volume. Pagdating dito, nako-compress yung gas. Kasi 'di ba pag liquid, incompressible siya. Ayan, so. And syempre, after the process, after mo makompress yung gas, meron yung moisture. So, the liquid must be separated from the compressed gas after the compression process. And yung liquid, pwede mong gamitin. So, recirculated. Okay? So, next, we also have straight lobe. So, two straight mating lobe impellers trap the gas and carry it from intake to discharge. So, there is no internal compression. So, si rotary lobe, constant yung volume niya. So, pag pasok nung air dito, so yung ikot nung isang rotor, counterclockwise, yung sa kabila, clockwise. So, dahil, syempre, lobe ito, yung dito sa part ng discharge, kaya niyang ipantayan yung backflow pressure. Kasi di ba matibay ito eh. So hindi mo na kailangang i-reduce yung volume. So need mo lang labanan yung backflow pressure. Therefore, pag syempre meron kang high pressure dito, let's say meron kang tank. So mako-compress mo na yung air or gas. Okay, so meron namang modified nung lobe, which is the helical screw. So ito meron kang male screw, male helical screw, tapos female. Yan, so two intermeshing rotors compress and displace the gas. Yan. So the gas is trapped in the rotor pockets at one end. So matatrap mo yung air dito, then pwede mo siyang i-discharge. Yan. It is compressed between the intermeshing rotors and discharged at the opposite ends. So some helical screw compressors operate with fluid. So these are called flooded screw compressors. So yung fluid, ang purpose nun is to magkaroon ng seal. So para walang makatakas na air. And also, syempre dahil liquid siya, it will absorb the heat of compression. And then allowing the machine to produce a greater pressure rise. So the fluid must be removed from the gas after the compression process. So same lang dun sa kanina kay liquid ring. And so let's proceed with dynamic type. So si dynamic, ulitin ko, binibigyan niya yung gas or air ng velocity. Then this will be converted eventually into pressure. So first we have centrifugal compressors. So centrifugal compressors are dynamic machines in which the rapidly rotating impeller accelerates the gas. So acceleration meaning it will impart velocity or kinetic energy. So the process flow propagates from axial to radial. So yung hangin papasok dito sa axial side. Yan. Then lalabas siya radially. Perpendicular to shaft center line into a stationary diffuser. So ito yung diffuser. Converting velocity to pressure. So also, meron ding axial compressors. So axial compressors are dynamic machines in which the gas flow is accelerated in an axial and peripheral direction. So isang direction lang. Parallel sa shaft center line. So ito yung shaft mo. Yan, suction, yung hangin papasok sa suction, then lalabas din siya. Yan, parallel lang dun sa axis of rotation. So stator blades allow the recovery of velocity to pressure. So dahil mabilis yung hangin mo dito, meron kang fixed stators. Yan, so dito nako-convert yung velocity to pressure.